In three, two, one. Salvete, Domini et Judites to the Emmonites podcast. My name is Mark, and I'm joined by my co-host and friend.
Isaiah, nice to meet you. Is that were you trying to like do a seance or something, or what
that,
language is
that
that?
that was Latin, bro. Any Latin speakers out there? Yeah.
God damn.
Shout outs to you.
Shout out.
On to our second topic, which is Anthony Joshua is overrated.
Oh,
This is brought to you by Teddy Atlas, which is the
what?
former trainer of Mike Tyson and Hall of Fame trainer as well. Atlas said this on his podcast. I already forgot the name, but he did. I remember I was passing through it on Twitter, and I passed through it as well on YouTube. And Atlas said that Anthony Joshua is overrated and he hasn't fought anyone. So, what do you think about these comments coming from the Hall of Fame trainer? And does he have a point?
Um, I mean, I really do respect Teddy Atlas as a trainer. He has been the trainer for a lot of the greats and a
Yeah.
lot of great people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he's like he kind of gives you that same. Well, I mean, obviously their demeanors are different, but Cus D'Amato, I really would have loved to see more of Cus before he passed away, because there's something about trainers like that where they put like a fire in you,
Mm-hmm.
and they the fire, they make it grow, and they watch it bloom into something that's like completely different and completely deadly. And Teddy Atlas can be one of those trainers where he just like he puts that like fire in you, and he brings out the best in you. Um, and I mean, all respect to him, but I don't agree that Anthony Joshua is overrated. I just think that he just got beat. That's all. Uh, it doesn't mean that he's like completely dangerous, and if not one of the best, at least top one, top two heavyweights of our time. He just happened to lose to Usyk, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and Usyk is one person, and he's his the what he had to do to win cannot be done by just anybody. Andy Ruiz, right? He caught Anthony Joshua once, but then he came back. Anthony Joshua came back and made the adjustments necessary to win. And it's very hard to do that. Um, and Anthony Joshua has the ability to do that. I just think right now the reason why we say all this stuff about him is because he's lost twice to the same person. Um, and I think at this point we saw it at the end of that fight where he was like trying to walk out of the arena, talking some like weird stuff about uh trying to console himself pretty much in front of Usyk. He's going through a mental lack of a better word, like a mental block right now, and it's showing, you know. Self-doubt, of course it's there and stuff like that, but that can just happen to anybody. But that doesn't mean that he's overrated. Uh yeah, that's what I think about that.
I'm gonna take. I was thinking of taking the high road on this, but that was a very asinine comment from you, Teddy Atlas. Absolutely asinine. Like you have no understanding of who the opponents Anthony Joshua's fought. Anthony Joshua fought your former trainee in Alexander Povetkin and beat him. You rave about how Tyson Fury beat Dillian White in such emphatic fashion. Like, oh my gosh, we've never seen that before. When Anthony Joshua did it when he was only, I think, 13 fights in the pro game, and he resoundingly beat and knocked out Dillian White. So I feel like your comments are coming from a place of hate and envy. I don't see where your comments are backed in logic, but rather backed by your own personal opinion and biases towards Anthony Joshua. In addition to that, I think this is coming from a place that you, as an ESPN commentator, is trying to big up an ESPN fighter, which is Tyson Fury, and try to demean other fighters who aren't a part of the ESPN banner. I'm sure your tone of voice and your criticisms and your comments towards Anthony Joshua will change if he was an ESPN fighter. Until then, your comments, your opinions that Anthony Joshua is overrated has no standing in this.
Yeah.
That's where I come from in this point, bro. It's just so stupid, bro. He beat he beat Vladimir Klitschko, who took a loss from Tyson Fury and took time off and came back more energized in the Anthony Joshua fight than he did when he fought Tyson Fury. And everyone's like, "Yo, Tyson Fury dethroned the big bad man." When you clearly look at those fights side by side, a year apart, Vladimir Klitschko was flat-footed, didn't really wasn't even interested in fighting Tyson Fury. But then look at that, he was supposed to have a rematch with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury ducked that rematch because he was quote unquote depressed and overweight and was having a drug addiction problem, and he had to take time off. And then the only person that stepped up to the plate was Anthony Joshua, and he fought Anthony Joshua. Vladimir Klitschko fought Anthony Joshua literally a year later, and you can clearly see side by side fight comparisons. Vladimir Klitschko in that fight was more active, more willing to engage, more up on his feet, more on his the balls of his feet, was actually more active and more lateral movement, more head movement than when he fought Tyson Fury. In addition to that, Anthony Joshua fought Alexander Povetkin, who only took one loss against Vladimir Klitschko. He fought Kubrat Pulev, who also took only one loss against Vladimir Klitschko. In addition to that, he fought Andy Ruiz, Joseph Parker. He has fought all the other champions in that division and took their belts, bro. How is that overrated? Doesn't make sense to me that comment comes from a person as highly, you know, sought after as Teddy Atlas.
I mean, like, okay, maybe this is the strat. Yeah, maybe Teddy Atlas is secretly trying to like put some magic into Anthony Joshua. Like, if Anthony Joshua hears that, then oh yeah, I want to prove Teddy Atlas wrong, and then he's gonna be the best again.
Yeah, but this is so dumb. It's just coming from. It sounds like you're just hating without like rhyme or reason, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's Teddy Atlas's reasoning.
Ah, bro,
He's
like,
kind of like a prove him wrong kind of thing.
nah, bro.
I think.
If I was Teddy Atlas, I would literally come direct to Anthony Joshua, right, and have him on his own podcast and tell it to his face that he's overrated,
Ooh.
rather than say like, "Oh, you're overrated." No rhyme or reason. Oh man, oh man,
Oh
man, man.
man.
Thank you guys for listening to the M&I's podcast. If you enjoyed our content or have anything to say about the things we talked about, please like, comment, and subscribe.
For sure. We're improving every day, and we always strive to bring you the absolute best. See you guys.